Class of 2019 President, it is my honor to welcome you to the 139th Commencement Program at the Cannon Falls High School. Here we are, ready to graduate. We have worked hard to get to this point, and we did not do it by ourselves. We owe a huge debt of gratitude to the following people. First, to our parents. Thank you for supporting us in more ways than it is possible to count. You helped us with homework, paid our class fees, and listened to our complaints. You came to our band and choir concerts, speech tournaments, cheered us on at sporting events, and chaperoned our school trips. Thank you for the values you have instilled in us and for all the words of encouragement you have given us over the past 12 years. I invite all parents, guardians, and grandparents of the class of 2019 to stand and be recognized. Next, to our teachers, thank you for unselfishly sharing your time, talent, and knowledge with us. You demanded excellence from us, set the bar high, and challenged us to live up to it. To our coaches and advisors, thank you for encouraging us to give our best effort, win or lose. We have learned how to work closely with others to achieve a common goal, and we had a lot of fun doing it. To our administration, counselor, school nurse, teacher aides, bus drivers, office, custodial, and lunchroom staffs, we are grateful for your direction and guidance. I invite all staff to stand and be recognized. Finally, to all my classmates sitting in front of me, with whom I've shared many fond memories with, I hope that as we end this chapter in our lives, we are also ready to face a world that holds many opportunities for us. I wish you all the best and good luck, and congratulations, class of 2019. Now I am pleased to introduce the concert choir singing Flight Song.
I'd like to start by thanking all of the parents and teachers that came out tonight to celebrate with our class. A lot of you teachers are probably shaking your heads in disbelief that we actually made it this far. I see you, Mr. Bennett. Not only have we learned many skills to prepare us for the next chapter of our lives, but we have also cemented lasting relationships with the people around us. Relationships with your mentors, family, and peers have set a solid foundation for the class of 2019 for us to build our futures upon. A foundation full of handprints and signatures of each memory made in the community. In a small town like Cannon Falls, teachers help students survey places to start building our knowledge and interests upon, all while building personal connections that will last a lifetime. Last year, I met a lady named Denise who works at Lawrence Meats in town. When I mentioned the humanities class, her face lit up as she asked if John Fogarty still taught that class. Denise explained that Fogue always called her Dee's knees, even after she graduated. Denise, to be completely honest, Fogue is a very interesting fossil, to say the least. But like a lot of Cannon Falls teachers, he knows how to connect with his students and has had a lasting impact on their lives. Personally, I've had many conversations with Fogue about his plethora of boats and his severe allergies to wasps. Fogue has also been instrumental in my love of journalism, in which I will carry with me to college. Having a relationship with our mentors will give us a boost towards our goals. Teachers can also be brutally honest with their students to prepare them for the real world. Pliscott enjoys reminding me that my second place achievement in my FFA fruit production at State makes me the first loser. While this outlook can humble a person, some teachers take a sweeter route to encourage their students. Mrs. Klapperick fed our creative outlets when she assigned us extra credit to make maple syrup candy at home. She tapped into our excitement towards learning by throwing boiling maple syrup into the snow. By setting these standards, teachers have assisted each and every one of us in finding our purpose and passion for our future. Finding our direction is one thing, but the mold is something that needs to be set in place before you can even think about pouring the cement. You can't choose your family. However, if you think about it, your parents didn't choose you either. Family is the mold that shapes your foundation. Parents are the ones to take you to soccer practice or a robotics tournament. They're there to cheer you on even if you struck out at the plate. Siblings, however, are a whole new ballgame. Squabbles are unavoidable, yet no matter how many times they punch you when you walk past them in the hallway, they are your built-in best friend. I like to tell my sister all the time that she has to love me, no matter how many puns I make her listen to, though she also told me that she'd rather love me voluntarily. Family helps mold and shape you into the person that you are today. No matter how social or antisocial we claim to be, every single person in this room has been influenced by their peers in one way or another. Friends come and go, however, they're the ones to pour the cement into our personalities. When I came here in 5th grade, Hannah Singwald and I rode the same bus, which led to a very awkward first ride home of sitting next to each other while barely speaking a word. It wasn't long, though, before Hannah and I were sliding on the bus floor together. Those little experiences that accumulate over time gives us knowledge and wisdom for what to do and what not to do. Most of the extracurricular activities that I have joined over the years would not have panned out if Katie Allen hadn't dragged me into those first meetings. Her passion for becoming involved brought me into speech, FFA, and many other activities. Even though she quit all of the aforementioned activities, we have still remained friends throughout all the middle school drama, and she has helped me become the person I am today. Throughout elementary and middle school, some friends have drifted away from each other, but that doesn't mean that your relationships were any less meaningful. Every handshake, every made-up song, every squad formed, shout out to the Skittle Squad, will shape every graduating senior here. The little bonds you make with your classmates will enable you to look back fondly and remember how you got to be so dang successful. Acquaintances have become friends, friends have become family. As we navigate college and the workforce, I encourage all of you to keep adding to your chosen family. This support system is the cement of our morals and our interests. I hope that when you look back to the place we spent many, many hours of our day in, you see the strong foundation that you have and will build the rest of your lives upon. Seniors, we are almost official Cannon Falls High School graduates. This is the first step towards making new memories, adding new members to your family, and learning how to keep in touch with the people you leave at home. Each and every one of us will use the skills we have learned from our teachers, friends, and family to be successful in life. Class of 2019. Though personally, this is my first time actually constructing a foundation, I think we did a pretty good job. Now let's go build the rest of our future.
My kindergarten teacher just recently sent me a friend request on Facebook. I don't know when the proper time is for teachers to start following their students on social media, but I'm really glad she did. Her name is Terry Townsend, but to me, she has always had the first name Mrs. Since 2006, I've seen Mrs. Townsend one time. It was this past summer at Sam's Club when my mom and I were shopping to get some groceries. How I was still recognizable to her is beyond me, seeing how the last time I saw her, I was about as tall as her thigh. It must be a teacher's superpower or something to recognize your students 12 years after having them in class. Anyway, once we locked eyes, she abandoned her cart and immediately rushed towards me. Tears were starting to gloss over her eyes as we discussed how school was going and what my plans were for the future. When my mini reunion was complete, I realized something. I am so lucky to have grown up in such a tight-knit community like Cannon Falls, where teachers remember and connect with their students and support them from the first day of school until the moment they graduate. Progressing from kindergarten, in first grade, our extra patient teachers introduced us to addition, instructing us on how to make 2 and 2 somehow equal 4. Tackling the mind-boggling concept of reading a whole entire book on our own consumed an abundance of time during second grade. Throughout this slow process, our teachers encouraged us to keep going, despite how impossible the task seemed at the time. Third grade presented the challenge of writing words in a loopy and confusing format we soon identified as cursive. I can still hear Mrs. Sand lecturing me on how to correctly hold my pencil, and if I'm being honest, I know I still don't hold it right. The next year, our fourth grade teachers introduced the infamous long division and helped us understand that the super fluffy clouds were called cumulonimbus. Perhaps the most challenging year of them all was fifth grade, where the horrid task of building bridges out of toothpicks caused many of us to feel our first dose of real, genuine stress. Throughout these first 6 years at Cannon Falls Elementary School, the teachers helped us dip our toes into the never-ending pool of knowledge that our world has to offer. One of the most pivotal lessons that we had to learn, without immense help from our teachers, was how to make friends. For me and for many of my classmates, the friendships we formed in kindergarten are still alive and flourishing to this day. That's the beauty of growing up in small-town Cannon Falls. You don't have many people to choose from, so when you find someone you like, you tend to stick with them. I can still picture Morgan Rober and Riley Myers at recess, pretending they were a part of Little House on the Prairie as they frolicked around in the woods. Fast forward to today. Although they grew out of their make-believe stages, they are still close friends just as they were 10 years ago. Romantic elementary relationships formed as well, and I say romantic very lightly. Nathan Stein and Jenna Benning were our first class couple, and they were very ahead of their time. They started dating in second grade. Nathan admitted that they talked maybe 4 times. Another pointless relationship that formed was between myself and Brody Hansen. Brody, I will never forget that heart necklace you gave me in 5th grade for Valentine's Day that I ended up throwing away after you broke up with me. The main social lessons learned in elementary school was to save the dating for high school and to be nice to people so they stick around. As we moved up to the middle school, life got extremely awkward. The majority of the boys in our grade, specifically Henry Johnson, purposefully talked in a baby voice from 6th to 8th grade. Our teachers can probably back me up when I say that was really annoying. For us girls, trends that thankfully passed were side bangs and sparkly sequins headbands. Throughout these years, our brave middle school teachers helped us to understand stuff like how to add fractions and that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Arguably, the most memorable class in middle school was shops, where he did a splendid job on teaching us the complexity of rocks and the most efficient way to eat soup. Without our teachers guiding us through the hardships of puberty and the stupid drama that comes with middle school, we may not have survived. Throughout those years, they gifted us with even more knowledge, encouraged us to keep going despite how horrible it was at the time, and shaped us to be the most respectable we could be at such an immature age. Most importantly, they prepared us for the challenges of high school. From freshman year on up, everything kind of turns into a blur until senior year. Instead of giving all the details and all the ups and downs that high school has to offer, I would much rather talk about this past year because it has arguably been the most memorable. To start, our weather was really absurd. A tornado struck down on September 11th during homecoming week, pulling the community together to patch up what nature destroyed. The senior class song was voted in October to be Africa by Toto. Many seniors were angered by this. They argued that the song itself sucked and all the other options to choose from sucked too. When asked why they didn't submit their own song suggestions as we were instructed to do, they said, "Well, I was going to, but then I didn't." If that doesn't describe our grade, I don't know what does. In January, we had 4 days in a row off of school because of the so-called polar vortex. Moving into sports, the football team made it to state for the second time ever in Bomber history, the first being in 1996. The boys soccer team won a playoff game for the first time ever. The Bomber dance team competed at state for the 17th time in high kick and 8th time in jazz. Boys basketball won the HVL Blue Division title. The speech team had 21 state participants and 7 state finalists, placing second as a team overall. Lindy Edstrom went to state for the 6th time in her swimming career. The baseball team won the HVL Blue Division title. And just this past Tuesday, the softball team almost advanced to section finals. I must say, that's an abundance of success for just 1 year. It seems pretty reasonable to connect these amazing achievements with having such awesome senior leadership in all of our activities. Class of 2019, as we leave the high school tonight, transitioning from CFHS students to alumni, I hope you never forget the connections you made with the people here, whether you are headed to a university, a community college, or going straight into the workforce. After all, life is basically all about making connections with people and leaving a positive impact wherever you go. From our class, Nathan Van Zylen, Tom Suker, Ben Villarreal, and Will Dunning will connect with the bravest men and women of our country as they plan to serve in the military. Katie Kadada, Brianna Sandstrom, Elise Benson, and Paige Meest will connect with their patients as they strive to improve and save lives as nurses. Broderick Ulrich, Riley Eddy, and Hudson Newman will connect with their clients as they fix our roads and furnaces. Mari Mendeville, Lily Price, Dylan Sally, and Ben Gibson will connect with their students one day as teachers, preparing their students for the future, just as our teachers have prepared us. Even though we complained a lot these past 4 years, on behalf of my class, I would like to thank our teachers and staff. The work you do is so underappreciated. Having the responsibility of guiding the youth by instilling your knowledge and wisdom onto us is an extremely remarkable task. And because of our teachers, from Mr. Quinlan to Mrs. Townsend and everyone in between, we can now step into the world more prepared for whatever we may face. I would also like to recognize all parents here tonight, for you never stop encouraging us to reach our highest potential. You have showered us with never-ending support, aid, and love through the ups and downs of high school. From driving us to Bomber sporting events and choir and band concerts, to comforting us when we wanted to rip our hair out due to the overbearing stress of finals, you have been our rock. And even if we don't say it enough, we appreciate and love you. Finally, I would like to thank every single one of my peers in the class of 2019. Each of you has motivated me to better myself in one way or another. To name a few, Rachel Huseth has motivated me to work harder during sport practice. Katie Allen has inspired me to read more books. Graham Pearson has made me realize I need to work on my understanding of AP Physics. And Kelsey Wilcox-Laurel has reminded me to never be ashamed of being myself. To have grown up in this unified community with so many influential individuals has been such a privilege. I will never take for granted the memories made and the lessons learned with all of you throughout this unforgettable journey we call high school.
Good evening. I'm Superintendent Beth Geese, and I would like to take a moment to congratulate the class of 2019. I am honored to know most of you since you were in preschool. You are an amazing class that is consistent of future soldiers, nurses, doctors, engineers, pilots, teachers, construction, and trade workers, and so many other career paths. Each one of you possess the desire to go out into the world and make a difference. And I am here to challenge you to do just that. I would like to congratulate the parents, grandparents, and guardians who have helped raise such amazing young men and women. This is my 18th and final graduation, and I am honored to spend it with you, class of 2019. With that, I formally would like to present the class of 2019. I will now introduce Principal of Cannon Falls High School, Tim Hodges.
Superintendent Geese and school board members, as the high school principal, I certify that these seniors have met the state of Minnesota and local district requirements to receive their diplomas from Cannon Falls High School. At this time, Superintendent Geese will present diplomas. Catherine Faith Allen. Dylan James Anderson. Olivia Ethel Ray Anderson. Samantha Sue Anderson. Kendrick Lawrence Banks. Abigail Marie Barrett. Brooke Nancy Beisel. Elise Lee Benson. Anya Marie Rose Black. Cole Donald Bogue. Molly Marie Bowen, Board Scholar. Haley Joe Brady. Allison Kathleen Bussman. Vincent Wesley Davison. Seth Harmon DeGroot. Cody Robert Den. Abby Christine Dombeck. Matthew William Duncan. Will James Dunning. Riley Ray Eddy. Belinda Mary Edstrom, Board Scholar. Sophie Marie Epps, Board Scholar. Maggie Lorene Forsman. Victoria Rose Fox. Benjamin Lee Gibson. Samuel David Graybill. Brody Richard Hansen. Tavian Dane Harrington. Parker Timothy Hartle. Isaac Gordon Illa. Rachel Mary Husef. Logan Henry Hofstedt. Connor Mitchell Eisenberg. Adam William Johnson. Henry Warren Evans Johnson. Laura Ann Johnson. Braden John Casa. Katie Ann Kodada. Reed Douglas Kramers. Aaron Philip Lawless. Madeline Jean Lundell. Mari Carmen Mendeville. Riley Savannah Myers. Paige Ann Meast. Lori Ann Miller. Jasmine Aniki Miller. Zachary Allen Mills. Christopher Lee Modrak. Hannah Hope Moline. Ronan Bradley Morrison. Lola Mowbray Munson. Hudson Kenneth Newman. Lucas Joseph Nowinski. Sydney Ryden North. Jacob Donald Norton. Caitlin Rose Otterness. Graham Kogel Pearson, Board Scholar. Lillian Bell Price. Rowan John Reardon. Broderick William Reardon. Derek Douglas Reisdorfer. Michaela Marie Revland. Morgan Genevieve Rober. Will Mark Sabin. Dylan Hunter Sally. Brianna Dawn Sandstrom. Carson Alexander Schrader. Daniel William Scholing. Benjamin Paul Siebenaller. Hannah Grace Singewald, Board Scholar. Jenna Catherine Skaggs. Jeremy Michael Soini. Nathan John Stein. Erwin James Olivio Strelo. Thomas Arlen Suker. Olivia Rose Tomley. Broderick Otto Ulrich. Chase Emerson Van Staden. Nathan Philip Van Zylen, Board Scholar. Benjamin Xavier Villarreal. Kelsey Madison Wilcox Laurel. Grace Carolyn Yarborough. Anne Louise Mock. Yoam Vitor Israel Souza. Lena Sophie Stadlinger. Graduates, please rise. You can move your tassel from the right to the left. I'm proud to present the graduates of the class of 2019.
Parents, friends, and families, please greet your graduate in the atrium after the ceremony.